What's going on? It's your boy Miles Cunningham. Shout out to Lucario. Shout out to all the supporters. Shout out to everybody that's checking out that Game Kings documentary. Remember, you can go to MrLucario.com and get the Game Kings documentary at MrLucario.com. And if you join the Bad Boy membership, if you go to badboymembership.com and join the Bad Boy membership, you will actually get the Game Kings documentary for free just for being a member. As soon as you get on, you can stream the Game Kings documentary, and then you also have access to all the other programs on the Bad Boy membership. Now, we get guys that call in all the time telling us how the Bad Boy membership is changing their life. And, you know, it's the crown jewel of, you know, of what we do over here with Mr. Lucario and myself, and, you know, dating advice and talking about game and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? So we really appreciate everybody that's on the Bad Boy membership. And I'm going to let Lucario explain a little bit more about the benefits of being on the Bad Boy membership.
The Bad Boy membership is for guys at various levels of the game. You can be a guy who has never talked to a woman, or you could be a guy who is just trying to improve his game. Either way, these easy to follow steps in the Bad Boy membership program will help you become the man who will attract beautiful women. I've helped thousands of men achieve success in the dating game, and I want to help you achieve that same success. Remember, in order to attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women, there's really just one thing you need to do. Examine and practice the game on a consistent basis, and what better way to do that than to join the Bad Boy membership program. So in the Bad Boy membership, you get a different 45 through 90-minute audio/video series every month, filled with detailed, easy to follow, step-by-step content that will help you attract beautiful women, and unlimited email coaching, a $49.97 value you get for free. You get all of this for only $97 a month, and remember, you can cancel anytime. Don't miss out on this opportunity. Click below and join the Bad Boy membership today.
So, thank you, Lucario. Really appreciate that. What I want to talk about today, real quick, is I want to talk about how it doesn't benefit you to complain about women. It doesn't benefit you to complain about women. And I saw a video on World Star, and it was basically this chick, you know, explaining how, you know, she follows this dude, and she notices his postings and his comments and all his commentary and stuff like that. And then the guy tried to holler at her, and she thought about all the stuff that he'd be saying. Then she thought about herself and realized, you probably wouldn't like me, right? But and there's a lot to unpack, and I want to unpack it. But first, I'm gonna play the video, and then I'll be right back with the rest of my commentary. And I also have a story to share, which is similar to this, but it really shows a lot about the mentality of a female, and why you have to be careful about what you say, and why you have to be careful and strategic about sharing your opinions or complaining about women in general and things like that. All right, so check this video out.
This guy hit me up and he was like, you don't ever give me a chance, you know I like you, why? And I was like, okay, do you remember last year, towards the end of last year, you put up a post about women with stretch marks? You don't really like, it was like a disgusting post about how he does not like women with stretch marks. I lost over 130 pounds. I'm covered in stretch marks. I don't give, but you do. So when I get naked, I'm gonna be thinking about that, period. Okay, so he was just like, no, like, you're gorgeous, I would not care about your stretch marks, da-da-da. Pretty girls are not the exception. You said what you said, stand on it. Okay, same thing with dudes who only post light-skinned women. You think I don't notice that? You're only posting light-skinned women, and then you want to get in my inbox, you're so beautiful. I'm like a Ryan Destiny, the exception to black girls, but you don't really like me. You don't really like black girls. So go deal with what you like. We can be cool, but you know good and dang well you don't rock with me. Stand on your word, okay? Like, I can't unsee it.
So as you can see, there's a video, right? Fairly good looking chick, whatever, like, you know, I mean, we didn't get to see her whole body, so it's whatever. But the point of the video is showing how women pay, whether you know it or not, women pay a lot of attention to men. You understand? And it shows that we lead them We lead them, whether we are engaging with them or not. We lead them. You understand? They seek our leadership, and they take the things that we say very, very seriously, right? So it's up to us to be responsible with the things that we say, and to be careful about complaining, and to be careful about saying, certain things about females in general, and putting out all of our opinions and all this different stuff, especially on social media, but even in a social setting, because notice the story. I mean, on social media, she's following this dude. She probably likes this dude. You understand? She probably actually likes this dude, or maybe it's just a guy that she knows that's in her circle or whatever. But more than likely, she probably liked the dude, or she probably has something on him, like meaning that she's connected to him in some way, or she might like him, or she might feel a certain way about him. So she's paying attention, or she might value his opinion in a type of way where she listens to him for masculine guidance, and takes his opinion and associates that with what other guys might be saying. You understand? And so that's what I mean when I say women, whether you know it or not, women are following your lead. So you have to be, it's kind of like when they say that, as parents, you have to be careful because your kids are watching. You can sit there and tell your kids, do as I say, not as I do, all day. But if your kids see you doing certain negative things, they're going to internalize that because they see you do it. Monkey see, monkey do, and so on and so forth. You have to be responsible with your actions, with your behavior. Like it's hard for you to tell your kids not to curse and not to be disrespectful, and then you turn around when you get on the phone, or when they see you talking with your friends, or when they see you out in the street, you're being, very obnoxious and cursing and being disrespectful. Your kids are looking up to you for guidance and leadership. And it's the same way with women. A lot of women love to act as if, oh yeah, I'm independent and I'm this and I'm that. But just looking at this video, it shows you that even though it's just social media, even though it seems like it's something insignificant, this woman is following this guy. She's following his commentary. You understand? It may not seem that way consciously, but subconsciously she's seeking male leadership. And because she there's a part of her that takes this guy's opinion seriously. Everything she says, she internalizes it and associates it with her own, with her own opinion of herself and with her own insecurities. You understand? So he talks about the fact that he don't like stretch marks. All of a sudden she's like, well, he ain't gonna like me because, I lost a bunch of weight and I'm full of stretch marks. And he's talking about, no, not you, because you're pretty. But she still has that in her mind. She still is affected. Her insecurities have already been damaged, or her insecurities and her self-esteem has already taken a hit by viewing your comment. You understand? Because whether you knew it or not, she came to your Instagram, or she came to your social media platform page or whatever, seeking leadership, because she's thinking to herself, let me see what these guys think about certain things pertaining to women. So that's why she comes and she reads all the stuff, and you sitting there talking about you don't like stretch marks. So when she looks at herself in the mirror, that sticks out to her. And let's keep it real. As humans in general, it's much easier for us to pay attention to the negative than it is to pay attention to the positive. But for a woman, it's even worse, because women, like we know, are emotional, and they believe in hive mentality, hive thinking, meaning that they're taking opinions from other places and internalizing it, and either it's going to build their self-esteem or it's going to lower their self-esteem. But because it's so much easier to embrace the negative, it's going to lower their self-esteem. You understand? Because I've said it before, women know they ain't ish. Women know they ain't ish. And when I say that, what I mean is that they're already on the defensive. They come in with a lower opinion of themselves. That's why they never approach men. That's why there's certain things they don't do, because it's so risky. That's why it's always an issue with them giving up sex, because they know that once they give up sex, if that's the only thing that kept you interested, then you're gone. As a man, you're gone. And most of them, they know that they don't have a lot to hold your attention. And most of them truth be told, they're not willing to develop anything else that might be able to hold their attention. So they know that once they give up the sex, it's over. So they're very, most of them have a certain way about them where sometimes it could be like pulling teeth to try to get them to give up sex or whatever. You get what I'm saying? But again, women are seeking male leadership, whether you know it or not, and whether they know it or not. They are constantly looking at what men are saying, what men are doing in reference to them and about them. So when you sit there and complain about women, you are saying things that you don't even know that you're saying to these women. And therefore, after they see you say all this stuff on your social media, and then you come to them and you try to holler at them, you try to say something to them, they're looking at you like, but ain't you that guy that said you don't like this? Ain't you that guy that said you don't like that? And another example, she was like how the guy posted about how much he like light-skinned girls, and she's dark-skinned. So she's like, there's no way you could like me. It's gonna be stuck in my mind that you don't like this and you don't like that. So you don't like me. And there's probably other guys out here that are just like you. You understand? So therefore, her self-esteem is just boom, 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 boom. It keeps going. So she has to get an opinion from somebody totally out the loop for her to have confidence in anything that she's coming with. And I want to share a personal story that also coincides with this story. And this is something that I learned early, that you have to be careful about what you say about women in front of women, right? As far as complaining about them or anything. I remember I was in high school, and we had this
When it comes to being a man, it's about being that rock. It's about being stable.
So first you're gonna have to find discipline within yourself. Do you have that type of discipline? Do you even have the heart to be ruthless?
Women need leadership. It is in their nature to seek out leadership.
You know, you can't do it 99 because all that's part of a man. You got to do it 100.
Apparently, these women out here having sex with somebody. Apparently, they're getting pregnant with somebody. Shoot, somebody getting some.
You should look at something like hypergamy and allow it to inspire you to always be evolving, getting better, expanding, developing.
There are things you know, there are things you don't know. Then there are things you don't know you don't even know.
There can be 10 of us in one room, and there's one question, and there's 10 correct answers, all different.
It was a group of us from my high school, but we had this program where we met up with kids from other high schools, and me and this chick from another high school, we kind of like hit it off, and we started like a semi relationship. So whenever we was at the thing where the meetup thing, it was like a school city project thing, some nonsense, some type of program. But whenever we met up at the program, we would be in the back of the class making out, and we would be filling each other up and doing all this crazy stuff. And it was kind of cool. This chick, like, she was a freaky type of chick, and I was down because I was like, whatever, you know what I'm saying? I think I was like 17 at the time, and I was just like, whatever, I'm down to be. She had some big ass titties, and anyway. So so whenever we did the program, whenever we met up at the program, me and her would kind of find our way over there where nobody was looking, and be doing stuff, right? So I had this one chick from my high school that I kind of had a little crush on or whatever. And then towards the end of the program, the girl started acting weird or, acting stupid. And then so it was a group of us. It was a group of us from my high school, and we was talking, and we was like discussing the program and discussing people from the program. And then because the chick from the other high school that I was, making out with and messing around with, she started acting funny and weird and, basically getting on my nerves. And I was, like I said, I was young at the time. I was still 17. I didn't know what I know now. You know what I'm saying? But we was all in a group, and the girl that I had the crush on from my high school was there. So I'm there, talking. I'm like, yeah, that chick and that bitch and that, she's stupid and she this and she that and she's just a slut and blah 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 blah. And I was saying all this different stuff. And then like later on, at school now, you know, I think I had finally said, you know, enough of this crush stuff. Let me make an approach. Let me talk. Let me try to holler at this chick, the same chick from my high school that I had the crush on. So I tried to say something to her pertaining to us getting together or going out or whatever. And the first thing she said to me was, you think I want you, if things don't work out between you and I, you think I want you talking about me the way you was talking about that chick from the program? And it was so interesting to me. It was so interesting to me that she even brought that up, because when I hollered at her about getting together, the program situation with the other girl had happened maybe the previous semester. You understand? Or the previous year, you know, like, because like I said, we was 17. And when I actually said something to her, like, you know what, I'm done. Let me try to get, you know, see if I could get with her. It was like almost a whole year later. You know what I'm saying? Like, we was in a whole new semester and everything. Like, we weren't even in that program anymore. And she brought that up. She was like, yeah, I wouldn't want you. If things didn't work out between us, I wouldn't want you talking about me the way you talked about that girl from the program. And I'm like, wow, you know, and then looking at this video and even just dealing with the whole thing and realizing like the folly of some of these like different platforms with guys complaining about women and so on and so forth. You have to understand that there's a certain energy that comes with complaining. You understand? There's a certain defeatist mentality. There's a certain scarcity mentality. There's a certain insecure energy that comes from complaining in general. You understand? But when it comes to complaining about women, you have to understand that women are gonna, because they're seeking leadership on a subconscious level, the things you say about women affects them. And they're thinking to themselves, wow, this is how guys think about women. And so their self-esteem goes lower, their insecurities get higher. You understand? And then when you have that certain energy about you, that certain complaining energy, that certain defeatist scarcity mentality, insecurity energy, and then you bring that energy and you approach a chick, that's what causes the friction. That's what causes the failure. That's what causes the disconnect between you and the female. Because whether you know it or not, you have a residual essence of that energy of complaining. And complaining, when you complain, it shows a lack of leadership. It shows a lack of strength. It shows a lack of you being in control of your own life in general. So when you put that type of energy out there, and then with that energy you try to approach a female, it's more likely than not, it's not going to work out for you. Especially if that female, like I said, follows your social media and knows, maybe in the social circle, she knows that you're the type of guy to speak bad about females and complain about females all the time. You understand? You have to be careful about certain things. That's why, I even did a video a while back talking about the WAP song. You understand? I was like, guys don't understand how they look when they say certain things about a song like that. You understand? And then you have other guys who are players who deal with a lot of different women, and a song like that doesn't bother them as much. You understand? Because we welcome that type of energy from a female. We want her to feel sexually liberated, so she can actually feel liberated and comfortable enough to have sex with us. Because that's what a player is looking for. A player is looking for a confident chick who wants to have sex. He's not looking for a chick that has hangups and insecurities about sex. And he's not supporting that either by complaining or being a certain way when it comes to women, or bad mouthing women, or, you understand what I'm saying? I mean, if we're having a discussion and we're talking about, certain things that are honest about relationships and the interaction between men and women, that's something else. But to just sit there and denigrate and complain and, just blame women for everything, it does something to your demeanor, and it does something to the woman who is coming to you for leadership. She's coming to you for information. She's coming to you to find out what you think about women and what kind of behavior is acceptable. And would he be comfortable if I, behaved like a slut tonight? If we went out on our date and I was to, aggressively flirt with him, would he be accepting of that? Or would he be the type of guy to judge me? and try to make me feel bad about, you know, having that type of energy on the date. You understand? These are the things that are going on in the female's mind all the time, because they're emotional, they're unsure, and they're insecure, and they're looking towards men for leadership. So you have to be very careful and be more responsible with how much and how you complain and the things you say about women, especially these days with social media and what you put on your social media. You understand what I'm saying? You wanna if you wanna be a player, if you wanna attract a lot of pretty and hot females, and truth be told, the hotter the female, the more insecure she is. You understand? And the more she's even paying attention to certain things like that, just like the chick in the video. You understand? So if you're trying to attract more females, you have to be a little bit more strategic with your complaints and strategic with sharing your opinions of certain things about women. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, be careful with all the complaining, be careful with all of the blaming, be careful with all of that stuff that you do as a man. This is why you have to really be on your square, and you have to take responsibility. You understand? Because with these women, whether consciously or subconsciously, they're coming to us for leadership. So they want to know that they can be comfortable, that they can be who they are, that they can, you know, be sexual with you, that they could be a certain way with you, that they can be feminine with you, but you're a responsible man that is willing to lead. You understand? And they can actually be comfortable and have the freedom to be who they are around you. That's what makes a woman like you. You see what I'm saying? In general, you understand? But I don't want to make this video too long. There's still a lot more I could talk about. Maybe I can make a part 2 about a sub talking point of this video. But shout out to the people that's been signing up to the 60-minute consultations with your boy. They've been coming out really good. I really appreciate the opportunity to help you guys one-on-one, to really just, you know, chop up game and talk things over and come up with, because we actually, when we talk one-on-one and you have a chance to really tell me the full story and tell me everything that is, you know, that might be bothering you or things you may not understand, the one-on-one time spent over the phone allows us to really dissect a lot of things and come up with a viable action plan for you to move forward with. You understand? It's not just talking just to talk. Like, you know me, you know, everything that I try to do is purposeful. You understand? So these 60-minute consultations I've been having with guys have been really successful. And so I really appreciate the opportunity. So if you want a 60-minute consultation with me, check the link in the video, sign up. And, you know, I really appreciate the opportunity to share my experiences and help guys, and, you know, again, come up with, you know, having a purposeful conversation and coming up with action steps to take that you can move forward with. You understand? We're trying to revamp the super straight t-shirts, because they claim that it was intellectual copyright infringement or whatever the hell. So we're trying to rework those and put the t-shirts in there. But we got other t-shirts in there, so go to Teespring, check out t-shirts, check the link, go to MrLacario.com, get the Game Kings documentary, and get on that bad boy membership. Remember, we still got the Cologne for you, right? And this month we're giving away a Seiko watch. It's a solar powered Seiko watch that don't need no battery or nothing. And we got the $100 gift certificate for you. So get on that bad boy membership. All right. So it's your boy Miles Cunningham. I hope you're having a great day. And remember, the truth is inside you. Peace.
Now, before you go, click the link below and go to badboymembership.com. Now, badboymembership.com is a place where you go to get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. Listen, I know you're tired of being rejected. Go to badboymembership.com. I know you're tired of being afraid to approach women. Go to badboymembership.com. I know you're tired of not getting the women that you want. Go to badboymembership.com. Listen, I know you're tired of being alone on a Friday night. Go to badboymembership.com. Now picture this. You'll go from not getting what you want when it comes to you dealing with women to actually getting what you want, to being the guy women want to be with, women want to date, women want to have sex with. All you need to do is go to badboymembership.com, follow the steps, learn the game, implement the game, and then you will get the woman you want. Make sure you go to badboymembership.com today. Click the link below.
What's going on? It's your boy Miles Cunningham, and what I want to talk about today is the Bad Boy Membership Contest. All you have to do to be eligible to win the Bad Boy Membership Contest is to be a Bad Boy member. See, what we realize is that when guys join the Bad Boy membership, they make the transition from simp to player very quickly, and we're just trying to make that transition just a little bit easier. So here's what you get if you win the Bad Boy Membership Contest. So here's what you receive if you win the Bad Boy Membership Contest. A bottle of Bad Boy Cologne by Carolina Herrera, New York. A luxury designer timepiece. And a $100 gift card. To increase your chances of winning, share this post in your story, tag 3 friends, and subscribe to Mr. Lucario or the Miles Cunningham YouTube channel. The link is in the bio. And follow Real Mr. Lucario and Miles in the Game on Instagram. The winner will be announced at the first of the month. Good luck.